So yeah, I'm going to be talking about a quadratic function. Yay, math! Alright, a quadratic function has a formula of ax squared plus bx plus c. It must have a vertex with a formula of negative b over 2a and y. Quadratic function has a parabola, which is a two-dimensional curve that is separated by an axis of symmetry, and it has a peak and a max, which is basically the vertex. So I have an example that is related to this topic. 5x squared plus 10x minus 4. The easiest step for me is to know the a, b, and c, alright? A, b, c. The next step is to figure out my vertex. Now I know that my formula is negative b over 2a, so I plug in a and b, which is negative 10 over 2 times 5, which will give me negative 1. Since I find my x value, I must figure out my y value. So I plug in the x value to the equation. So it'll be 5 negative 1 squared plus 10 negative 1 minus 4. I did the exponents first, so it will be a positive 1. Next thing I did distributive property, which will give me 5 minus 10 minus 4. It will give me negative 5 minus 4, which will give me negative 9. And that's how I find my vertex, negative 1 and negative 9. For the axis of symmetry, it's basically the x value. So it will be x equals negative 1. And you're probably wondering how you form a parabola. There's one thing, a chart. This chart can be beneficial of figuring out your parabola. So for the x value, I forgot. In the middle, it always be your vertex. So it would be negative 1 and negative 9. Then for the x values, you can just choose what numbers you want. I chose negative 3, negative 2, 0, and 1. For the y values, a different story. What I do is I plug in, like for example, 0 to the equation, which is 5 zeros squared plus 10 zeros minus 4. Now I know that they'll all be 0, so my answer will be negative 4. That will be my y. That same goes for all of these problems. For negative 2, it will be 5 negative 2 squared plus 10 negative 2 minus 4. I did exponent first, will give me 4. 5 times 4 will give me 20. And 10 times negative 2 will be negative 20. So 20 minus 20 will give me 0, which will again give me negative 4. So these have like similar y values, because this has negative 4, so does this one, followed by this one, has 11 and 11. So the y values are very similar. That's why the parabolas are like corresponding. And after that, I plug them in on a graph, which is this. Which I got my vertex, followed by the big parabola. The 2 points represents 0 and negative 4, and negative 2 and negative 4. Now, the next thing is to show a real-life application. So, real-life application for a parabola would be like a McDonald's sign or an archway. But for me, I choose something different. No copyright. This is the robot. He's a robot. He got missiles, he got a machine gun, he got big feet. And as we're gonna test it out, there are aliens. Aliens are trying to invade Earth and all. Now, how is this supposed to relate to quadratic functions? Well, I'll tell you. It is based on movement. Just quickly turn this thing on. See? Blinking! It's alive! Now, it's based on what movement it is. You can move it around, you can move it around, you can move it around. But you gotta concentrate on the missiles. The missiles is the reason why I chose this. Now, all we gotta do, we gotta fire at it. Good. Alright. And that's good. Alright. And fire! Yay! And yeah. Quadratic function. Yeah. Please let it be a good grade.